Hey beautiful souls, welcome back into a Mystical Wolf Soul Tribe. Welcome back in those that are returning, those are new. Hi Amanda. So we're diving in for our Pisces Aries cusps, and oh, wow. The energy for the last stretch of August is feeling powerful, almost like the universe is whispering it's time to turn the page. Do go ahead and hit that love button. So thank you those that have been hitting the like button, leaving comments. I really do appreciate you. Right, so let's just quickly drop into what is happening in the skies, because it really does set the tone for this whole reading. All right, around the 18th, which was yesterday, Venus is in harmony with the node. And it's almost like the universe is asking, what and who do you truly value? Where's your heart leading you next? Now, the sun is also going to trine Chiron around the 22nd. And this is going to be a gentle reminder that your wounds aren't holding you back anymore. They're becoming your wisdom. Now, around the 23rd, the sun shifts into Virgo, and we're going to step into that grounded, practical energy, which is really perfect for sorting, organizing, making sense of all the changes that have been happening. And then we've also got that powerful new moon in Virgo that is on the 24th. So the dates are like estimated depending on where you're in the world. So don't worry too much about the dates. It could be the day before, the day after. But like this Virgo new moon, think of it as like a reset button, planting new seeds for more clarity after perhaps the lessons that was already learned earlier part of August. But, it's just because it's not just calm waters that's happening, right? Because, the sun does square Uranus around the 25th, and Venus is very active too, and this is dancing with Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. This tells me that we could really see some surprises around in love, finances, and even relationships. Divine detours, new doors opening, maybe even old ones closing for good. So my Pisces Aries Cusp, this part of the month feels like a bridge. You moving from the fire and intensity of Leo season and into Virgo's steady hands. And it's asking you, what are you ready to release? And what's worth building from here? And, that's exactly where we're going to lean in today. All right, so we're going to dive into the Cultic Crest Tarot spread that is laid out before us. And let's weave it together with also the astrology shifts and to see what is opening up, what is clearing out, and where's Spirit guiding you next. Now, I see here at the bottom of the deck, we do have a Justice. My beautiful Pisces Aries cusps, did you hit that love button? I would really appreciate it if you do. Wow, so Justice, archering your overall energy here with so many shifts that has been happening in August, the new moon that will be in Virgo on the 24th, the sun that is squaring Uranus on the 25th. Justice feels like the reminder that balance, truth, and divine timing are guiding everything. Spirit's also saying that you don't need to force clarity because it's unfolding in its own rhythm. So let's dive into the first card, which is the present. Wow, we have the Ten of Pentacles. This is your present energy. So right now you're focusing on your stability, your long-term security, and the the people or the community that you call family. And, with Venus still active in Cancer until the 26th, this card is tied to love, legacy, and creating foundations that do last. Some of you may be thinking about home, family matters, or even money decisions. The number 10 could really be significant to you, whether it's your 10th house, or perhaps it is a synchronicity that you have been seeing. Spirit is showing me that this is about more than just finances. It's about that emotional wealth and connection. Let's have a look and see what is in the challenge. And we have the world. So I feel like your obstacle or your opportunity is completion, all right? That you are ready to step through the door into a brand new chapter. The world here feels like that Saturn's textile Uranus that happened on the 12th. This is that big karmic cycles that are shifting, but it can also feel like also a test. Some of you may perhaps be resisting closure, afraid of what happens if you truly let go. And Spirit's like saying endings are not punishment, they are the passageways. So whatever has been happening in the previous week from the 12th, it is meant to happen. Diving into your third card, which is the root card, I wanted to say card 9. I meant to say 9 of Wands. The third card, right? Nines can also be significant. We are in the year 9. So at the core, I feel that you are tired. The 9 of Wands is that warrior energy. You are a spiritual warrior. You've been through it. And, even with Neptune retrograding in Aries, it's like stirring those subconscious questions. Why do I keep fighting this? Am I protecting? Or just surviving? So like this month is asking you to release the heavy armor and just trust that whatever cycles you've been going through, or whatever cycles are busy closing out, whatever conflicts or anything that has been happening that you have to put your armor on, just trust that whatever is happening, that there is this closing is a new cycle, a new path that is busy opening up for you. Card 4, we are looking at the near future. We have the Page of Swords. Now, the Page of Swords does reflect that curiosity, that restless energy that perhaps you've just come out of. All right, Mercury retrograde, and it did station direct on the 11th. So it brought a lot of learning, observing truths, perhaps overthinking maybe. Maybe you've been gathering information, collecting information, but perhaps not all of it made sense. And Spirit is showing me that this page is a student. So perhaps it's a younger energy around you, whether a younger soul or literally a younger person, or it's just you that is a student collecting a knowledge, that you have been in a research stage somewhere in your life, perhaps even. And August is when you start really living the lessons. Now, looking at the near future, we're looking at card number 5. We have Judgment. Okay, sorry, this is the conscious. Near futures, card number 6. My bad, sorry. Okay, so conscious is, okay, Judgment is the conscious. So this is really powerful for you under the conscious focus, right? With the Sun trine Chiron on the 22nd, it says that your higher self is ready to answer the call. So like many of you may feel like you stepping into your soul's mission, or at least realizing what no longer resonates, whether it's people, it's places, toxic energies. You are going to be in a moment during this month of another awakening, whether it's your first or second or third or fourth, fifth, 10th, but you're in another awakening. And this awakening is that you cannot go back to the old you because your soul has already expanded. All right, let's dive into card 6, which is the near future, the Two of Swords. Beautiful souls, did you hit that love button? I would really appreciate it. If you feel called to, do leave me a comment. I saw 10, 20 on the timer. 10 and 20s or 1 and 2s could really be significant numbers for you. Ones is all about new beginnings and twos is all about balance, right? And here is the Two of Swords, or regarding your near future, that perhaps you are in the here is the fork in the road, right? You're in a fork, how can I put it, at crossroads, all right? There's a fork in the road, and I think this could be happening right now, or it could have started happening already from the weekend, right? Now, around the Virgo new moon, around the 24th, you're going to perhaps be asked to make a choice, okay, if you haven't already yet. But it looks like things will come clear around the 24th, around the new moon. And the Two of Swords is showing me this isn't about rushing that choice. You know, Venus in Leo after the 26th wants you to follow the heart and not the head. Sometimes we need to combine the logical and also the heart. But a spirit wants you to follow your heart. But obviously you need to do what resonates with you. Like, if you don't see the answers yet, they're not clear in front of you, it's because the path is still aligning. And you just need to trust whatever is hidden is going to be revealed all in divine timing. And I think most of us are tired of hearing about things will happen in divine timing. But even if you've already planted seeds and the path is still not clear ahead, what must you do? You have to wait, keep watering. Sometimes the seeds that you've already planted, there's no way to water those plants except for wait. So unfortunately, sometimes you have to sit in that position of waiting for divine timing. All right. So again, divine timing is coming up, and divine timing has been coming up a lot in the last 2 months. So whatever this next thing is regarding this crossroads, Spirit wants you to know that everything is going to be revealed in divine timing. All right. So we're going to be looking at the next card, which is card number 7. We're looking at you. We have the 8 of Swords. So internally, you may feel stuck or limited, like the options are boxed in. But the 8 of Swords is an illusion, all right? Because Mercury has now gone direct. And Spirit is reminding you that the mental fog that you've been under, it is busy lifting. And what looks like a cage is actually the doorway that's waiting for you to notice. Let's have a look at your environment, the 6 of Cups. So perhaps there is outside influences that are calling you back into the past. Maybe it's old friends, family members, soul connections, themes around family that could resurface this month. You know, with Jupiter in Cancer that's trining Lilith, that's happening about the 29th, deep soul contracts are being highlighted. So some of you may even reconnect with someone who's perhaps stirs old memories. But, you know, Spirit is like saying it's not about going backwards. It's about understanding how far you've grown. How much have you grown? All right. You're not the same person that you were a month ago, 2 months ago, a year ago. You have grown. So let's have a look at your hopes and fears. And here we have the stunning Ace of Cups. That your heart is ready for new emotional beginnings. All right. This could be love. It could be creativity. It could be a new home. It could be the environment. It could be you simply a deeper self-love. But the fear is valuability. Is that the correct word? Vulnerability. Like, what if you, it's like, what if you open your heart and it doesn't go as you hoped? But like, Spirit is reminding you that the ace is a definite blessing. It's the beginning of a new blessing. And you know, the astrology really does support this. Venus trine Neptune, that is also happening on the 27th. That's going to be pure magic. Heart opened, dreamy and healing energy. So let's dive into your outcome. We have the Five of Swords, Five of Wands. Five of Swords, it could be that you are perhaps inside your head regarding messages, or they might be conflicted. I just got a notification, as I said, the Five of Swords. So perhaps regarding some messages with regards to someone, or notifications, or something, some sort of communication, there was a bit of mental conflict. But here's the Five of Swords. Now, 5-5 that I'm picking up is all about change. So change is happening. But looking at your outcome, the Five of Wands here, it doesn't have to be regarding chaos. It's about contrast. Contrast, is that the right word? You know, with the Sun square Uranus that's going to happen on the 25th, there's that going to be that towards end of this month, there's going to be that sudden changes. All right. Perhaps there'll be a little bit of competition. Maybe there'll be clashes of visions, not seeing eye to eye. But this isn't Spirit trying to block you. You know, the Five of Wands says different perspectives are shaping you into a stronger leader, and not to fear the friction, all right? Because it's actually redefining your path forward. So, wow, my Pisces Aries cusps. This is such a stunning reading for you, actually, for the remainder of August. Let me know in the comments how you're currently feeling. What is your intuition telling you? How's the story playing in your life? You know, everybody's going through different situations in a similar kind of form. You know, and this last half of August, it's going to be a turning point. I mean, the cards are showing me endings, choices, and also breakthroughs. And all these endings or conflicts and things that's been happening, even though you're tired, it's bringing through those breakthroughs. The doors are busy opening, even if you cannot see it yet. And these cards are also tied beautifully through with the astrology in Venus. I just got a call now, if you heard that. Okay, it was a spam call, but someone might be calling you soon. All right. All tied to the beautiful astrology of Venus. The Sun and Uranus, they're all shaking things up. This month is really a month of release and rebirth, endings and new beginnings, and just trusting that whatever detours that you are going through are actually divine directions. And then, beautiful souls, if you're still here, should you feel called to dive deeper into your own journey, I am offering personal readings. So you can find all the details in the description box. Remember to hit that love button. If you have not yet subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Leave me a comment. And I am sending you so much love and light, and I will see you in the next one.